Hey Aquarius, how's it going everyone? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. I'm going to do another general reading for you guys. This is general, so please keep that in mind. Only take messages that do resonate, leave the rest for others. I do offer personal readings, as many of you know, so if you're interested, you can contact me below in the description box to set that up. One sec here, guys. I got to get my drink. Thank you so much, Aquarius, my fellow Aquarians, for all of your likes, your shares, your comments, contributions, all that stuff. I appreciate it. Let's take a look. Reading for Aquarius today. What's the message for you guys? What's the message for Aquarius? Wow, this is nice. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that was in reverse, but I think that some of you, the thing is you don't want to miss out on opportunities. Who does? But I think that there's some things in life that we have to get balanced. And there's something here that's saying that, Aquarius, you're moving away from a situation or something in your life in order to create peace, to create balance, to create that. You've got justice energy here. And when things are a little bit more balanced in your world, or when things are a bit more in their right place is what I'm getting, then your possibilities are more, you're more able to create this connection, this passion, this thing that you want to be doing in your life, what it is that you need for yourself. Because otherwise, if you're staying in something that's heavy, if you're staying in a situation that is it'll hold you back. So I think some of you are sort of seeing here, like, moving into this place of healing, balance, justice, clarity. It allows you to tap into the things that are destined for you versus the misfortunes or missing out on that Wheel of Fortune. It was in reverse. I feel like it could have been like missed opportunities or blocked opportunities or something of that nature. So I feel like a lot of you are getting you're ready for this change. You want to create something that you're ready. It's a readiness in a sense because this balance. What is this? Tell me more about this. The Tower, the Two of Wands, what's this Tower? Tell me about the Tower. There is this the Six of Cups. Okay, so you're letting something about the past be in the past, stay in the past, let it go. Because you're ready for something. You're ready for a new offer here, Aquarius. You're waiting for somebody or something to approach you with something that changes your direction, your path, what decision you need to make. It's kind of like, sometimes we don't necessarily have decisions going on every single day per se. We're always thinking and making decisions, but it's until somebody shows up in our life or something shows up that it's like, oh, I'm faced with a decision. That's what I'm trying to say. Aquarius, you're either wanting or waiting or expecting, or you're being faced with a decision. You're being faced with something that's saying, what do I do? What do I do here? It's not the everyday decisions of what do I eat for breakfast. It's like something much more impactful on your life. And because of this, it's something that I think you have to say, well, I'm going to have to let something else go. I'm going to have to put something behind me. I'm going to have to let this past situation go. Let's say it's a connection and you meet someone new and you were hanging on to the old person, the old life, the old things. It's like a job. If somebody offers you a new job and you're like, I need to think about this because now I could make more money or whatever this is, it involves you having to let something else go. That's no longer part of your reality, no longer part of your path. And sometimes I feel here with the Six of Cups that could be something that was still quite, maybe it's something that you still somewhat enjoyed, something that you still kind of like played with that idea or played in that, Tell us about this. What might be this offer, or what is this energy around for Aquarius? Eight of Cups. Again, walking away, letting go of the old. So it's about, I should have said the Death card. It's the Death card. I should have said this. I was going to say it's about the end and the new beginning, Aquarius. It's not specifically telling us, because I think it's different for all of you. But I think that it's sort of saying here, it's Scorpio energy. Scorpio is very good at being done and ending and walking away. When they make their decision, they're done, they're gone. But so are you, Aquarius. But it's something that I don't think you necessarily want to... Again, the new path that you're heading towards, or this new decision that you're going to be presented with, or you're waiting for in life, it's going to create major transformation, and it is going to create the end of an old way, the end of an old path, the end of an old connection, relationship, job, whatever that is. Because it's you, but you have to be willing to walk away. That's the thing. You can't have one foot in and one foot out. That's kind of what this is here, Aquarius. Is that you can't kind of play in both worlds in this situation. We always are. We're always kind of one foot in, one foot out, middle ground, middle road, whatever you want to call it. But I feel like this is saying, when it's done, it's done. You're going to walk away. It's so weird. Walk away with a smile is what I'm getting. You're gonna be, it's like you walk away with a smile. No grudge, no regrets, no resentments, no judgment. You walk away with a smile because life is showing you something new. It started off your reading with that, Six of Swords. It started off with you moving into something of a calmer place, of moving into something that's more balanced, to create that space to open up for these possibilities for you to have. And it's kind of like, this could be friendships. It could be, I had an old friend of mine, and again, no hard feelings, but it's like, if I kept hanging out with him, like nothing changed. It was just like, I need to cut this off, because we're like, the growth was in such different paths and different, like outgrow, you're done, we're done, we're moving on. Can't be friends, can't hang out, nothing's happening here, gotta move on. And it's like, because we can sometimes entertain the old and not make these bigger decisions in life because we're still accommodating or making decisions around energy that's really actually holding you down potentially. How can you transform with the Death card? How can you change? How can you create the possibilities in your life if you're not moving forward or moving onward? So it's like we've got to put an end to the past and face things that require you to respond or change or make a decision, accept new offers. I guess in my head I'm thinking, how is this challenging? In my head, I'm thinking to myself here, like, who can't move on? But to many people, it could be a very difficult process of letting go. It's like a codependency. It's hanging on to something or someone. It's not letting go of an old, whatever this is. Some people have a hard time moving on. Guess it depends on what it is. But some of those things require you to let go of things that you enjoy doing. There's maybe a compromise, maybe something like a compromise of saying, well, I lose some here and I gain some there. The Seven of Wands, see, there's the resistance. This is somebody who's resistant to close the door. This is somebody who's still feeling guarded about, like, I don't want to leave. What about if I leave? There's a hanging on. There's a hanging on. Again, the same friend, actually, that I moved on from, has talked about moving for 15 years and still lives in the same place. That's what I mean. This is somebody that's like, I'm gonna move, I'm gonna do what you did, I'm gonna change my life, I'm gonna get what I want out of life, I'm gonna and they don't. They're still in the same place, not loving. See the plane, guys? Time to fly here. It's like take off this is that plane that doesn't come off the runway. I don't know where that just powered up out of nowhere. Where did that just was right over the house I don't know. So there's a thing here about takeoff, guys. Take flight. What are you resistant to? Or who or what might be in the way of you getting in your way? You could be getting in your own way. We're not going to necessarily blame other people, blame others. But you could be getting in your own way. By having one foot in, one foot out. There's another plane that's coming around. King of Wands. And the Ten of Swords. So again, it's almost like something can't take off. This King of Wands can't go have his... He's reluctant. So this energy is somebody... Or not reluctant. He's relentless, I should say. Not reluctant. King of Wands is the furthest from reluctant. He's relentless. He is going after what he wants. He is passionate about change. But the Ten of Swords is here. And it's attached to some kind of ending or painful ending or snipping. It's like cut the umbilical cord here. Something has to be cut and it's very challenging. And it just reminds me of this, I don't know why, but it was not easy to cut the tie with a friend who I've known for like 20 years. And it was just like, I'm done. What was holding me back was fear of offending him, habitual patterns. But what I realized is like, what are some of the common denominators to me not healing, to me not having healthy relationships? Because he was super jealous, very jealous. Never trusted anybody, didn't trust anybody that I met. So it was like, I had to look at the things that were like, that's holding me back. That's not how I think. That's holding me back. Like I'm in a completely different headspace. And so it can be for some of you where maybe you've had to experience a lot of pain or negativity or someone who's very like selfish of your time, selfish of what Aquarius wants. There could be a little bit of like jealousy in a way. No, I don't envy, more envy. Yeah, it's more of like when you accomplish something or do something, this person gets heated. It makes them like, it makes their blood boil that because you're creating, you're making changes, you're making your life happen, and it's like some people can't handle that. So I feel like there's somebody here that wants what you want or says things that they're gonna do something maybe and they don't. But regardless here, Aquarius, the King of Wands, the message for you is that this is somebody who's going to go after what he wants, male or female. Okay. This has been the noisiest time. I don't know what's going on with all the yard work. Like there's maintenance and stuff behind me. But that chainsaw or whatever that is, they're doing a lot of work back there. It's going to go off again. I'm just going to split the deck here for a second. Just want to see what's up. Three of Swords. Split the deck. Three of Swords. It can be painful, but this is parting ways. You don't need third party energy to be in the way of your party. It's like three's a crowd kind of thing. There's pain here, but it's like, what else? I'm just curious. I don't know why I'm doing this. The Judgment. Oh my God. So it's like, it's time to make a decision here, Aquarius. It's time to know that although something could be painful, it could be difficult to part ways with, it's a good call. It's a good decision. It's a judgment call. Judgment day. You know, it's like, we're here. Time to move forward. And to let go of that dangling energy that's holding you back in your past. I think that some of you have to really sit and contemplate, what are you actually losing? What are you actually giving up by moving on from this job, relationship, friendship, house, whatever this is? What are you actually hanging on to? What is in it for you? And what are you actually losing? Because it took a little bit of time to wrap my head around a friend that I had for such a long time in my life. And it was like, I was just like, all of a sudden, I'm just not going to have it anymore. There's no longer a friendship. And it's like, my advice, where I go to, but none of it was working anyways. So, there could be a bit of backstabbing here. 10 of Swords, King of Wands, okay? There could have been a bit of that for you. But you have so many cards here of like done and done. Done, done, and done. Moving on. Like that plane that flew over. It's like you are not sitting on the tarmac waiting and waiting and waiting for something to take off in your life. You're just going to go for it. You know, you're moving on to something, because that Wheel of Fortune, I'm keeping it in the upright for you guys because it was beside the Ace of Wands, but in the reversal, I feel like that's just, you know, I'm so passionate for something to change in my life, but why isn't it happening? Or I'm so passionate for this opportunity to come into my life, but why is it not happening? It could be because of circumstances that you're hanging around. Okay? You've got Libra, Scorpio are the strong ones. All right, Aquarius. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks again for all of your likes, your shares, your comments. I appreciate it. Some of you send in donations and little tips. I appreciate that, so thank you. And I want to wish you guys a great day. I'll see you soon. Take care.